what we've been doing over here that's something wrong with. So do it this way. Is this working? Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I feel like people are gonna think I'm just fucking with them. It's like, alright, there's one person here. This is fun. This is an exciting couple of days. There goes Rebecca Boy. There goes Finch. Alright, I don't know. Look, so I had to just use Streamlabs. I have Wi-Fi back on. I've got everything like I wanted to do it straight from my laptop, but the signal strength isn't strong enough for whatever reason. So we'll do this the other way around. I'm exhausted, first of all. My adrenaline has been like this just for the last couple days. What's going on? Am I going live? I'm live right now. Is it dropping off again? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay. It should work through, though. I'm going to wait this out. We should be able to get this to work through all the crap here. Yeah, this one here I can get rid of. So the kids came by this house today. The ones who were messing with me last night. Had to deal with the police again today. But good news is we got it worked out. I found out where they live. Found out where the kid who drives the car lives. And his daddy works for Spectrum, not the police department. And the kid isn't 16, he's 18. So he can take an ass whooping. And the police officer today, once we figured out who he was, he's like, yeah, he's just a bad kid. Last year, before he turned 18, I guess, he had passed by a stopped school bus, almost hit 3 children with the stop sign out and everything else. And then when the school bus beeped at him and other cars beeped at him, he whipped it back around and drove back by and like just kept taunting the school bus driver, like going back and forth. Scared kids on the bus. He is a IDAGF type kid. So, but he is 18 years old. As of Halloween last year, he turned 18 years old. My 25-year-old saw this, my last night's stream, and was able to find his house. So, the police gave me his name and everything since he's an adult. Able to find that he lives with his parents. His dad works for Spectrum, which is the cable company around here. And, now we got his address, and so we'll be visiting his father tomorrow. I don't know if that's really going to matter. It doesn't seem like his dad has any kind of control over him. But the police have encouraged me to go to the magistrate and press charges and also get a restraining order since he came by my mother-in-law's house today. And I didn't get this on video, but when he came by today, the entire passenger side of that BMW is beat up, like as if they beat it up with a baseball bat last night. Also the front end. So my theory on that is they were trying to beat the car to make it look like I did something to it. But I also don't think he thought that any of this was real. So like they were just calling my bluff. As it turns out, not only was it real, he's now going to be arrested tomorrow when I go to the magistrate. And we're going to put a restraining order on him. If he comes back around here, it could get a lot worse. Probably just going to go ahead and, go through the proper channels and put pressure on his father to do something about taking the car away from him. He lives 2 miles from here, so he's able to come by through anytime he wants. Came by today, threw something out the car window at the stop sign, and then went all the way around and came back videotaping us. We were trying to get to make sure it was him because I couldn't see it first. I had Amber come running out. She did. He tried to run over her while he was also videotaping her. He was alone, and then he went street and picked up somebody. Oh God, Eddie. Sorry about that, y'all. So yeah, I could do that. I don't want to do all that. Like, I don't really want to go over to his house and get his dad all involved. But also, like, his dad's not done a very good job of raising him. Kid got into a lot of trouble as a juvenile with never being taken away for whatever reason. They never were. Nothing was enough to stick, or I don't know. The cops today, though, once we figured out who he was. His name, by the way, is Kenneth J. Damn, I forget his last name every time. Bell, B-E-L-L. Kenneth J. Bell. So, I think he goes by J, though. I think it's J. Bell. That's what he goes by, or Kenny Bell. 18 years old as of last Halloween, and he's just not a good kid, man. There are those. All those things you heard on the video, that's just basically sort of a description of how he's treated many, many different people along the way. Just that last night he ran into somebody who doesn't do the same old kind of shit. You know, I just want him to not be bothering with my family here, and now that he knows where my family is, I'm staying up all night tonight. My son made sure he was at his house. When we found his house, my son found his house. As the police gave us the name of the neighborhood, my son just went into the neighborhood until he found it. And they were there, sitting in the living room watching TV. The car is all beat up. I'm sure he's going to try to say that I did that to the car somehow. I threw one rock. We can watch that. That's what I wanted to do this the other way around so we could watch it on this. Do it this way. Let's see here. Alright. So yeah, the video is 4 minutes and 23 seconds, I think. Showed to police today because he shows up to me and he's like, why do I keep following them around? You know, being funny. Comedians. There you go again. Them again. So is it so glowing? So here they approached me from the west. I'm supposed to do. I've called the police so many fucking times on that. I thought that car was a cop car at first. Again, I don't have eyesight really at that time. I did end up putting my glasses on just to see what I could see. For my protection, by the way, just so everybody knows. I'm calling the police for their protection. Where's this mute button? Because I don't. So I put my glasses on so I could see what they could see, and or so I could see the best that, you know, to help with like maybe identifying them, give myself a chance to jump off the road if they were coming down the road. So here they roll up, and yeah, I was cutting the police out there for their protection. I think they don't think that I would call the police. That's just ridiculous. But I mean, it seems like I wouldn't, because where are they? Yeah, honestly, I called the police 5 times last night. I had to call the police 5 times. And now, they said that, in all fairness, that there was a sexual assault, that the 2 police officers who originally responded had to go respond to a sexual assault. That's all good, I get that. But, you know, there should have been other police to deal with this, because, okay, some of y'all know I used to carry a gun with me, you know. There was reasons I had to. I stopped after I got charged with the communicating threats. They took my gun, and then I got used to not carrying a gun again. And I was like, you know what, it's kind of cool not carrying a gun. I didn't like being the guy who carried a gun anyway. I was only carrying it because of other bullshit. But you know, I kind of like not, because when you carry a pistol in North Carolina, you have to wear it, you know, it has to be seen, visible. So it's called open carry. And so everywhere you go, everybody, you know, kind of looks at you funny because you got a gun. I get that. And I didn't like being that guy. I'm not really that guy. I don't like really have a gun. But did this happen back then? We're on a dark road. Like, you're going to see again how dark this road is. There's no lighting anywhere. You pull up on somebody like that, it could have not been me. It could have been any other dude who actually had a pistol. That would have went down a totally different way. I used a rock because I'm old school too. You get what you can get, and I gave him a fair chance to get the hell out of here again and again, and you'll see, like, you'll hear me grunt as I'm throwing it. I sound like, I'm going to date myself. I was about to say Martina Navratilova. I can't think of a tennis player that's closer to now. But anyway, yeah, like I was throwing like a, you know, I threw that thing hard as I could. I hoped to knock the car over with the rock. That's how hard I threw it. That's how mad I was too. And the triggering word here, you'll hear it, is when he mentions my kid. That's dumbass. Here we go. Here they are again.
What do you want from us? Everywhere I go, I fucking see you. Why do you keep
bothering? Hey man, you need to bolt now, dude. I gave you a fair warning.
Why? What's gonna happen?
Bolt, dude.
Bolt? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
I don't play this shit, okay?
I do.
Bolt.
You have a gun?
I'm telling you to leave, dude.
What's gonna happen?
Hey man, I'm telling you to leave. I have a son at home. I'm not putting up with this shit, okay?
You don't have a home. You're homeless. Good. What you gonna do? You got a son? Where's the son at? What's his name?
Yeah, you hear it. Boom. And then I threw another one for good measure. So many fucking times on that. I threw another one at him as they were pulling away. And then I yelled something like, get on down the road or whatever. So, I just glanced at the stream there. Somebody said something about, I'm not a felon. You can look my name up. Edward Thomas Harkinson Jr. I'm not a felon. So, I can carry a gun all I want. Oh, well, don't watch me. So, yeah, I'm not a felon. I'm allowed to carry a gun. I do have a gun. I'm glad I didn't have the gun because I probably would have shot it in self-defense because they said something about a gun. You don't ever mention a gun unless you have a gun. You know, that's how it works. So, let's go back and review the other one. Let's back this up here. Maybe I can do it like this. Can't do it like that. I'm going to try to show you what the car looks like in the video for that, because the car doesn't look like this anymore. The car. Okay. Yeah, you did hit me with the car on video. Word. Word. No, you hit the back of the car. You ran into the... It's on video. You ran into the back of the car. I already showed the police. It's on video. That's him. That's Kenneth.
We got our videos too, nigga, so what's up then? Ready to kill us.
Kenneth J. Bell.
How old are you? 36? Well, how old are you? 57, yo? You smoke Newports, huh? You smoke Marlboro, the ugly ones, the silver ones, huh?
I mean, where the fuck are the police, dude? So, try and get a better look at the car here. Just want to show you that there's no damage at all to this car. Also want to get a better look at the fella in the other seat there. Well, it's too bad, Skunk Boy 710 Indy, I didn't. Once again, another failed attempt. Chalk it up, number 944. Of all you dumb fucks who wish I would have died, and I haven't yet. See, part of my problem last night is I couldn't see them very well. But being able to look back at the videos, I was able to identify Kenneth right there. And his dad works for Spectrum. Let's see, we can pull up Kenneth's house here if you like. No, we better not. I better not do that just because I don't want to dox him completely. Not yet. I will, though. Tomorrow I'll be going to Kenneth's dad's house. Or Kenneth's dad's work. After Kenneth goes to jail. And I'll be talking to Kenneth's dad on a live stream. So that's tomorrow's interview. Police didn't do anything yet, Robert. I have to take the video that I have to the magistrate. And then have him swear out a warrant for Kenneth's arrest. And also sign a restraining order. So, they shouldn't have came by the house. Take it every day like I'm supposed to, Skunk Boy. They're back right now. That's them right there. They just drove by right now. So, now, they're going to get a load of the next problem. Because now, you're over here at my crib. And this is where I pull out the 12. If you're going to come bother me at the crib, you're going to get the 12. You understand? If you're watching, understand that's the 12 you're going to get.